All right, everybody. Dr. Insanitron here again with Sinister Wargaming. Today we're going to be playing a game with Jeremy, also known as Mikkel Lennon, or the French Overlord. For those of you who go to Frontline or went to the Nova Open, he's become pretty well known for his Sisters of Battle army. However, today he's preparing for Adepticon, and he's going to be running the Flying Circus, it looks like.
Yep.
So you want to run us through your list there of what you got?
Sure. I think everybody knows what this is. This is Kairos. Bloodthirster with 1 greater reward. This is Chaos Space Marine Demon Prince Marcus Zinch with Mastery Level 3, Black Mace, or Black Axe, whatever you want to call it. And I think that's it on him. Then the 2 other Demon Prince are just regular Chaos Demon Book Demon Prince with Mastery Level 3, Marcus Zinch. They have 1 Exalted Reward each, and then 1 Greater Reward each, so they can do the Grimoire and then Portal Glyph on the other one. Then I actually only have in the list 10 pink horrors. There seems to be a lot more of them just because of the way it happens. I spawn a bunch during every game. I also have 10 cultists for the Chaos Space Marine, and that's about it. My list is super small, which is fine because I got to fly to Chicago, so that'll be fine.
Yeah. All right, and then for me, I'm basically running. So I get out here, the same list I brought to the Bay Area Open, with some few tweaks. One, I dropped one of the 4 strike squads I had for a Death Cult Assassin and Crusader squad. They do also have a Banisher in there. This wasn't specifically targeted at Jeremy, but it was for those of you who don't know, it forces demons to re-roll successful invols if they're within 6 inches. This was primarily for Helldrakes, because Helldrakes are demons. So when I fly up with the Multi-Meltas on the Storm Ravens, they have to re-roll their successful invul save. Other than that, I have 3 squads of 10. Looks like I might actually be missing a guy in that squad. 3 squads of 10, strike squad, 2 side cannons. 2 of them are in rhinos, 1 of them's on foot. 2 Cyphelmen, 2 Storm Ravens, 5 just bear henchmen, and Cotiers. And then to jump it from 1750, that brought me down a little bit points. And then I also added in an Inquisitor with Terminator armor, side cannon, level 1 Psyker, and 3 Servo Skulls. So, but of course you probably don't have any infiltrating scouts.
Nope.
So they'll be largely useless. All right, so we've decided to play Adepticon Mission 1 from the primer, and we are going to go ahead and use their setup method so that Jeremy can get ready for Chicago. So we just have the big pile in the center there, and we'll go ahead and break off from here, and we'll roll the table sides, and we'll go ahead and set up the table.
Sure.
All right, so we went ahead and made our rolls and set up the table. It kind of looks like this here. Taking turns placing terrain, just like in the book. I won the roll and took first turn because there is kill points involved as well as Emperor's Will. So I placed my single objective there. His is it in that center piece?
Yeah,
it's in the bottom floor down there, I
Yep.
think. I set up thusly 2 squads in the rhinos, 2 dreadnoughts behind them. The guys there with both my HQs. Both Storm Ravens are in reserve, of course, with the Death Cult Assassins and just the normal 5-man squad. Over here, he's got one of his squads right there. Demon Prince.
He has I guess I'll give it a run. He has a Portal Glyph, Greater Ether Blade, Flickering Fire of Zinch, Endurance, Life Leech. Carol's got Prescience, Flame Breath, Psychic Shriek, and Feeble. This guy got Grimoire of True Names, Hellfire Gaze, Flickering Fire, Zinch, and Feeble, Warp Speed. The Chaos Space Marine Demon Prince got Doom Bolt, Endurance, Warp Speed, and the Bloodthirster got Hellfire Gaze. So no real resilience rolls on any of the random effects.
Fortunately for me, none of them got Iron Arm. So that'll be a nice...
Or 4+ Feel No Pain, or Extra Boon.
Your Warlord trait is preset.
Yep.
I rolled a 4 and got the reroll my reserve rolls, so that should be helpful with the Storm Ravens. My skulls are thus, which aren't really going to have any effect on the game.
Yeah.
And like I said, it's Emperor's Will and kill points. So we'll get back to you after... Oh, did you want to try to seize?
Yeah, let me fail that right now. Yeah, there you
Yeah.
go.
Okay.
You,
So
you want me to reroll?
no, I think it's reroll successful, isn't it?
No, you could choose of quotations. It's like, whatever.
All right. So we'll get back to you after my turn 1. Okay, so that's the end of my turn 1. It was real fast. The 2 rhinos just kind of jumped up forward 6 inches there. The dreadnoughts moved up behind them. Those guys just rolled a 2 on their movement, so they just kind of shuffled forward a little bit. All the dreadnoughts went ahead and fired into the bloodthirster over there, and they managed to put 3 wounds on him. So that'll be helpful, hopefully, in the future. And yeah, that was pretty much it for right now. So we'll get back to you at the end of Jeremy's turn 1.
Bloodthirster casted his lash or whatever the lash is, and then Hellfire Gates and blew up a dreadnought, which was super unlikely. And then this guy did nothing. This guy did nothing. This guy did nothing. This guy did nothing. Yeah, -4.
Yeah, the what is it? Improved Aegis from the Dreadnought coupled with the 5+
It will deny the witch.
Deny the Witch for Grey Knights makes it pretty difficult to cast any powers on them. Those guys are all flying, however. So at least you got
long.
them. Well, currently, they're all flying. So, all right, so we'll get back to you at the bottom of my turn 2. All right, so that's the end of my turn 2. The 2 Storm Ravens came on. I don't remember exact. Oh, okay. So the back one shot in and killed the Demon Prince that was there, but I believe it was first grounded by this unit.
Yeah, they shot him, grounded him. He took a wound. You shot him with 3 missiles and a soul cannon and a multi-melta. He failed like crazy and died.
Yep.
And then he took another wound, and that's it. He's not grounded, and that's it.
Yep. It was So he's got 1 left on the.
Yep.
Okay, so that's the end of my turn 1. We'll get back to you after Jeremy's turn. Or sorry, that was my turn 2. We'll get back to you after Jeremy's turn 2.
Yep.
All right, so we accidentally skipped over the end of Jeremy's turn, but he he flew all his stuff and vector strike those guys in the squad that were right there.
Did awesomely with like 2 1s and 1 4. Yeah, good job, guys.
Awfully less than mediocre. So you're kind of seeing a preview of my turn, but he flew all those guys over here, and Fate Weaver's right there, vector striking, casting powers. I rolled 3 Deny the Witches, or 3 of my Deny the Witch rolls were 2s, so he got double enfeeble and took the
machine gun Caros.
Yeah, and then whittled that squad down to half and did a couple wounds
and
there.
Immobilized the Dreadnought.
And immobilized the Dreadnought. So we'll get back to you on the end of my turn 3. Mm-hmm. All right, so that's the end of my turn 3. I did a bunch of shooting at this Demon Prince and the Bloodthirster. I put 2 wounds on him. I put no wounds on the Bloodthirster.
Sorry, what?
No wounds on the Bloodthirster?
No, you grounded him.
I grounded him, but you used the Staff of Tomorrow to
reroll, and it passed, and you grounded him again right after, and then he made his invul save.
He made his invul save, right, okay. And then I put 2 wounds on him.
Yep.
Did some shooting up there, but basically ineffectual on the unit that went to ground with their 2+ rerolling 1s. And that'll bring up Jeremy's turn 3.
Yeah.
All right, so Jeremy got done with his turn 3. He had a pretty good turn. You want to walk us through over?
Firstly, Ben doesn't think it's ridiculous. I think it's ridiculous because what happened is the blue Demon Prince behind the Dreadnought vectored the Dreadnought, got 2 glancing, which finished it off. Super unlikely since he needed 6s on 3 of his hits. The Bloodthirster shot the Storm Raven off the air with 1 Hellfire Gate shot. Really unlikely. The vectors between both the bird and the other Demon Prince, which enfeebled the unit and got through, killed the rest of all the Grey Knights, and now there's just a super unit of 2 characters. He's approaching to kill. Well, I didn't do anything to that. They tried snap firing the Rhino just for funs and giggles. Nothing happened. The cultists came in. The Pink Horse with Deep Struck mishap and went back into reserve. I gotta do 1 more roll. It will not die for the Bloodthirster. Nope.
No.
So, all Yep.
Right, so that's the end of my turn. Was this 4 now?
Yep.
Pretty uneventful over here. I shot some, and I managed to get him to fail 1 grounding test, but he used the Staff of Tomorrow to re-roll it. Over there, the Death Cult jumped out. They assaulted and wiped out the Pink Horrors. So that's pretty good. And then I think that's pretty much it, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, so that was pretty much all for my turn. I still have a 10-man squad in there and a 5-man squad. Oh, yeah, Kotias ran up and jumped into that squad, so there's now him plus 5 in there. And then that's pretty much it. So we'll get back to you after Jeremy's turn 4.
Yep. So Kairos unloaded his machine gun into Flickering Fire Zinch onto these poor henchmen who passed their denied witch on a 6+. Bam! And then the other guy tried a life leech to kill the Inquisitor, but he passes Night of Witch. And then he tried to Flickering Fire. He passes Night of Witch. There were 5+. He tried to shoot the Hellfire Gaze, tried to shoot the which is Strength 8 AP2 Lance. The Stormraven did nothing. That guy tried to Flickering Fire them. He killed like 3 of them, and then they passed their toughness test and got +1 Feel No Pain.
But they failed. They failed.
Oh, it gets better. The cultist put 4 wounds in their last pistol shots. He fails 2 saves and passes both 6+ Feel No Pain.
But then I failed my morale.
And then the Dark Lord of Sinesh was like, I'm going to participate in this battle. This is the first Warpstorm table result actually does something other than giving me +1 in Vol, because it became rolling 10 all the time. Blew up a Rhino and did nothing to them because their Flit Storm Shield was like, I am a boss.
Yep, pretty much. So that'll bring up my turn 5.
Yep.
Alright, so that's the end of my turn 5. These guys moved up here and joined the Inquisitor. They were all prescients. They shot up here. They got a few hits, but he made all his saves and made all of his grounding tests. Kotias and his squad, the 3 of them could see him. They shot there as well. Got 1 hit, I think, but he made his grounding test. Those guys loaded up into Stormraven and flew off the board, which I just set it over there for now. So I'm really hoping that it goes on to turn 6. Otherwise, there's no shot that I'm going to pull it out, which I probably won't be able to anyways, just because of the kill point discrepancy. But we'll see what Jeremy can do on his turn 5.
The Demon Prince in combat of Kotiz in the leftovers unit, he got a Grimoire of True Name, so he got a 3+, and then Feel No Pain, which I need to roll. It will not die right now. Nope. And what happened is he failed both his. Well, he denied which one of his Flickering Fire, and then Life Leech he parried and took another wound, so he's down to 1 wound, but managed to live through the combat. Vector Strike plus a bunch of lash attacks, and then Flickering Fire denied. Flickering Fire denied. Psychic Screed killed 1 guy, but the combination of Vector Strike plus the Lash killed left over that unit. The Pink Aura's Deep Struck, Ren, and that's it for my turn.
Yeah, one important note that I just figured out on this turn is the entire game, I have forgot that my whole army has preferred enemy demons. So, let that be a lesson to any of you Grey Knight players. You get to reroll 1s to hit and to wound. We'll see. Most
of the shooting would have been only for winding, because they were twin linked almost everything.
Well, I can only twin link 1. Right, yeah. Well, I mean, like, the Stormbolters, all of those things to try to get the 6s.
Oh, and I also rolled Thirst of Slanesh and put 1 more wound on my Bloodthirster.
Oh, yeah. From your, yep. And...
Portoglyph came down.
Oh, he put the Portoglyph right there.
Came down, but nobody spawned.
And we did roll to go on, and it is going on to turn 6. So we'll get back to you after my turn. Okay, so that's the end of my turn. The bird flew on and finally killed the Bloodthirster. In combat over here, he challenged. I did not accept. He killed the rest of the squad, but Kotias is stubborn on a 10, so he's kind of just holding him in place right now. These guys moved back here. I tried to fire a few things in there. I got a couple... Oh, sorry, no, I ended up firing at Fate Weaver. I got a few hits, but he made his invul saves. And then that's pretty much it. So it'll be Jeremy's turn 6. Okay, so that's the end of Jeremy's turn 6. He assaulted in here with Fate Weaver.
2+ invul.
2+ invul. We did nothing to each other. He missed... No, you ended up doing 1 wound in a challenge, but I made my 5+.
I smashed in the challenge. You passed your invul save, so it was like...
And so we stood there. Over here, he finally killed Kotiz, and they did spawn out of the... Portoglyph? Portoglyph, and then moved up to claim that, because the rhinos don't contest. So he has that one. That's 3 points, I believe. Yep. He has that one, which is 3 points. So that's 6. He has Linebreaker. He has Slay the Warlord, because he got Kotias.
And First Blood.
And...
Then the kill points, which is way more...
Yeah, way more kill points. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. At least 7 kill points to my, 3 or 2.
1, 2, 3.
3. Okay, so Jeremy wins by a large margin. All right, good luck. Congratulations, Jeremy.
Thank you, Ben. Hopefully I'll represent the Northwest in Chicago. We'll see what happens.
All right, sounds good.
All right.
All right.